You're listening to the Betoota Advocate's weekly news wrap on Desert Rock FM 96.5. Welcome back to the Betoota Advocate podcast. This week we're talking about cancel culture. What is it? And can you separate the art from the artist? Hello, I'm Clancy Overell. This is the weekly Betoota, and it is Christmas party season. Silly season, some would say, but this is probably the concentrated victory lap of silly season. I'm surrounded by a bunch of hungover goons. I've got Errol Parker, I've got Wendell Hussey with me.
I'm not hungover, I have a smoke over from enjoying a packet of Double Happiness Chinese cigarettes yesterday.
Really cleaned out your insides.
You got a bong over,
Yes.
do you, Wendell?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just generally running slow.
Have you had your iron levels checked? You could have a deficiency, you could have a sufficiency. Same symptoms for both illnesses, hemochromatosis and anemia.
There you go. That's something I'll
Hemochromatosis.
investigate.
What do they call that? They call that Scottish HIV or something, don't they?
No, it's called the Guinness flu. All that beef jerky we've been eating in our office can't be helping iron levels.
I don't think iron levels could be an issue. Surely I'm getting plenty of iron from the 100 grams of processed beef I'm having every single day.
No, the 400 grams of biltong I had yesterday have all but put a stop to my digestive system, much like a multiple car accident on the Bruce Highway.
Bottleneck. A bit of a bottleneck happening there, is there?
No, just a total blockade.
Oh.
I think, my colon is like, Japan in 1939.
Just completely blocked
Completely cut off from the rest of the world, commercially.
So it's like a plank kind of went sideways as it went down.
I guess you could say that.
That's revolting.
I hadn't had my appendix out, I'd be considering going to hospital to just find out what this dull pain in the side of my stomach is, but I think it is just the jerky. Or I know it is just the jerky, essentially.
Or it could be your liver, because you're a piss wreck.
Yeah, my liver canes, eh?
Or it could be your bowel. They might need to take out a section and put a bag on for 6 weeks.
Have you
be back to
have you
normal
taken
then.
a shit in a while? What's going on?
Not a great one, obviously, but I don't think that's a peculiar thing for
I
a man
have
of my
just
age
been
who has my
baking
diet.
coal and loaves. I don't know.
This
maybe
is look. This is not the ABC. We can't be talking about toilet humour
our
here.
scat tendencies. What's going on in the news this week, Wendell? You fucking constipated lefty.
Well, the first headline I'm going to hit you with reads like this. Holy shit, this has got to stop, says Albo after reading folder titled Gaza that sat on his desk for 60 days.
Anthony Albanese has this week joined the Prime Ministers of New Zealand and Canada in a joint statement calling for a sustained ceasefire on the Gaza Strip and an end to the continuous suffering of its citizens. The comments, of course, came with condemnation of Hamas and the events of October 7.
They followed previous absentations by the government to vote on a ceasefire, and it comes after Albanese accidentally briefed himself on the issue. It is believed while searching for his favourite calligraphy pen while writing Christmas cards, the Prime Minister stumbled across a file titled Gaza, which had been buried on the side of his desk for over 60 days. That's essentially what caused the big change, actually, this yellowing document. And it encouraged him to contact the other leaders of the Commonwealth Light, Prime Minister Luxon and Trudeau, the corrupt fucking blackface. The blackface corrupt neoliberal.
What were they calling him on Twitter during COVID? Blackface Nazi.
Blackface Nazi.
Yeah.
And they've called for a sustained ceasefire. I don't know if anyone's going to listen to them.
We'll move on to some news here at home, and the crowd at the Foo Fighters concert in Sydney has broken the world record for the most pockets in one place.
The Guinness Book of World Records is scrambling to update their 2024 edition after a long-standing record was shattered over the weekend. With 80,000 fans filling out the Olympic Stadium in Sydney for the Foo Fighters concert, it's believed the crowd of cargo short-wearing dads broke the record for the most number of pockets in one place.
Alistair Richards, the managing director of Guinness World Records, spoke to us about this new feat. He said, going off our calculations and footage of the event, we believe the average concert goer was rocking anywhere between 5 to 8 pockets. Big ones too. We even saw a guy with 2 pockets on the hips, 2 on the backside, deep square pockets on the knees, and then 2 button-down pockets on his shirt in the chest region. This is 8 pockets on one man alone. So you apply that to 80,000 fans.
Oh, you're over 1 million pockets. That's what they're saying. There was over 1 million pockets within the vicinity of.
I wonder what the last record holder was. It might have been military.
Yeah, I think it was military. It was around 700,000-800,000.
I thought it was Tracy Chapman opening a Bunnings. I thought that would have had a lot of pockets there as well.
She's more zipped. Do they count zip pockets?
To a local story. Put on sunscreen? What am I? A lefty? Asked man before he's burned like a stolen car in Townsville.
Yeah, so Betoota Heights brainiac has scoffed at the very offer of sunscreen this week. Joining some friends down at Machete Park, the hostile young man reportedly told the person offering him sunscreen to shove it up their ass.
Unfortunately, that hubris came back to bite him. Or burn him, actually, with his friends contemplating taking him to hospital for third-degree burns after he got too intoxicated and fell asleep on the grass. As one witness said, he had to be helped from the park. I think he's the most sunburnt person I've ever seen with my own eyes. And I've seen how the Poms carry on Corfu.
I've been in before.
Down in Coogee as well. We'll finish up with a lifestyle story now, and a white-collar man who's nearly 30 is facing the difficult choice of getting into bouldering or buying a drone.
Yes, Mark Thompson, 29, a spreadsheet specialist, office drone and overall inoffensive XL monkey, is grappling with a decision that could define his leisure activities well into his third decade. Will he embrace the rugged athleticism of bouldering and the body odour that comes with it, or the somewhat entertaining feeling of controlling a plastic object flying through the sky that cost him several $1,000s?
As he explained to us, and I quote, "A lot of the guys at the office say it's a great way to stay in shape, and now that I've entered level 3, I never really have been a team sports guy, and I feel it would be a perfect fit." I must say though, with a drone, I can record cool shit and post it online. It's a lot harder to let people know I'm bouldering. So there's that.
What would you do, Wendell?
I'd probably get into making things like jerky.
No, between those two.
Oh, between those two? Unfortunately, the way I'm built means I've got to be a drone guy. I've got to go down to the beach and just...
Too much of a cube.
Yeah, I could see you taking a drone down to the airport and trying to fly it into an engine of a plane taking off, I think.
He got arrested with the laser pointer that time.
Yeah,
Yes.
I learned my lesson from
Yes.
that. I think it's more just parking up down at Betoota Beach and just cruising
Mate,
along
I think,
at a low altitude, just seeing what's happening down there. What did you guys do back in your day? Obviously, bouldering wasn't a thing. Drones weren't a thing. Definitely weren't a thing.
Mate, we just went down to the rifle range. This is pre-Howard. And we'd just fire high caliber firearms.
I can tell you off air how to make a fertilizer bomb, but
Nice.
yeah.
With the rifle range, was it just targets, or could you shoot like you know how you go?
Well,
you can go
actually,
overseas and you can
sometimes
pick out a cow or
birds
whatever,
and like birds would land on the range, and there'd be rabbits and shit.
and they just
And like there was that time where, because they've got that that dog park next door. It used to be an off leash area, and one of these dogs went after the rabbit, and someone was trying to shoot the rabbit, and they ended up blasting the sausage dog in half with a 300 Win Mag, and then there's all this fuss with the police and town hall and everything. But yeah,
bit of carry on. That's a good job to hit a sausage dog.
yeah, mate, it burst like a sausage on a Weber, mate. It was unbelievable. But yeah, look.
Spilling all sorts of oil and gas out.
This is an insight for the listeners into the wild, crazy, high-octane life of a Western Queensland newsroom.
It's silly season.
Oh, yeah, we've had a few shardies. Anyway, enjoy yours.
I've had a shubless.